electric guitar, call this the dizzy. Electric guitar, open iron and roll. Electric guitar, open hi-hat crash. Electric guitar, open hi-hat crash. String pad optional, settle their juice. Covers on concrete, starry tail. And visual near the Swiss to push shadow embrace. Powerful emotional ease. Electric guitar, open hi-hat crash. Electric guitar, open hi-hat crash. Open hi-hat crash. The radio has been lying, hope in the kitchen, your coat on the chair, coffee cold by the sink. We were learning the hard way how silence can listen when the room feels too loud with the things we don't say. I took a drive past the old marquee blinking, posters curled up from a summer that died. I thought about us and the songs we believed in, how they taught us to stand when we wanted to hide. Every chord was a promise we made in the dark. Every scar had a rhythm, a spark. Coffee pens, rock anthems on fire. We sing through the break, through the burn, through the wow. Love and heartbreak, hope pulling us out. When the world falls apart, we sing it back to life. Hands in the air, every voice intertwined. From the front row kids to the nosebleed nights. We're more than the pain, more than the fire. When the drums kick in, we sing it back to life. I met you by the stage door, rain on the pavement. Your eyes had that look like you'd been awake. You said this song saved me. I nodded and meant it, 'cause it stitched up a tear I didn't know I could take. Bass in the chest, piano wide open, strings like a sky we could lean into then. The crowd started breathing as one for a moment. Proof we're not broken, just bending again. Every lyric was blood in a start. Every beat kept the pieces apart. Chord fell ballads, rock anthems on fire. We electric guitar. Drum kit, story bed, electric guitar. Drum, kick, snare, open hi-hat, crash, string pattern, set a music feel. Spy bands across the world, but keep it realistic and grounded. Strictly do not use these cliche words. Echo, whisper, dusk, shadow, embrace. Emotional reach, powerful, emotional reach, powerful, emotional reach. Electric guitar. I learned chords in a basement room, posters peeling, radio tuned too loud. We chased big sounds till the ceiling shook. Every Friday night we played for a crowd, hands in the air, hearts on fire. We thought louder, man, we'd last. But between the cheers and the tired wires, I felt something deeper calling back. When the lights went down and the road felt long, I started hearing truth in softer tones. From stadium shaking rock anthems to songs that break you open slow. We sang about love and second chances, about hope when the wind won't blow. Every note kept the dream breathing, every line said you're not alone. This is the sound of healing, this is how the heart goes home. I saw a couple dancing by the bar, wedding rings catching neon light. A kid in a hoodie learned my part, set it up to get through the night. I wrote a tune for my old man's hands, working years into the bone. A simple piano, a promise plan to say what never got shown. And the crowd This is the sound of healing. This is how the heart goes home. Strings rise like a steady tide. Guitars hum and pull me through. I learned ambition needs a place to rest, and faith grows strongest when it's bruised. So play it soft, then play it true. Let the crash ring, let the silence move. From stadium shaking rock anthems to songs that break you open slow. We sang about love and second chances, about hope when the wind won't blow. Every note kept the dream breathing, every line said you're not alone. This is the sound of healing. This is how the heart goes home. I'll keep writing till the strings within, till the last chord finds its place. If these songs can keep a dream alive, then every mile was worth the wait. Electric guitar, electrical depth. This song inspires millions through themes of love, resilience and dreams. Wrestling across generations worldwide, but keep it realistic and grounded. Strictly do not use these cliche words. Echo, echoes, whisper, dusk, shadow, embrace. Powerful emotional release, purpose, main hook, and emotional peak. Electric guitar, electric guitar, drum kick, snare, open hi-hat, crash, staccato. We stood on the edge of forever, fingers tracing the stars in the night, chasing dreams like they were fragile, lost in the warmth of the light. But time kept pulling us away, like a river breaking through the shore. Tears that we couldn't hold back, we couldn't stay like we did before. Through timeless ballads we sang our song of love felt so right, but went wrong. Our hearts beat strong, yet the world moved on through the storms. We kept holding on. But your hand in mine kept me sane through every high and every low. I felt your love even through the pain. Now the melody fades to silence, but the strength in our hearts remains. We rise from the ashes of heartache. We find the courage, chains through timeless ballads. We sang our song of love that felt so right, but went wrong. Our hearts beat strong, yet the world moved on through the storm. We kept holding on. Through the fire and the rain, we learned to hand in hand. We're stronger now, we've come so far. We'll reach for the sky, no matter how hard. Through timeless ballads, we sang our song of love that felt so right, but went wrong. Our hearts beat strong, yet the world moved on through the storms. We kept holding on. We kept holding on. Now the music plays on, soft and true, a story of me and you. Through timeless ballads, we'll always find the strength to keep our hearts alive. I've been walking through the rain, the roads ain't always kind. Each step I took I stumbled, but I found what's on the other side. I've seen the days turn darker and the nights drag on too long, but something in my heart still tells me I've been right all along. I've been bruised and broken, but I'm still standing strong. Every scar I wear reminds me that I still belong. Through the fire, through the pain, through the storms I've known, I've learned to fight and find my way when I felt all alone. With every tear I've grown stronger, with every loss I've won. Through the fire I rise again, and I'll keep moving on. I've loved and I've lost, but there's beauty in the scars. I still hear laughter in the quiet of the stars. Life's a winding road, but love's the light that guides. It's is the music in the silence, the place where strength resides. I've been bruised and broken, but I'm still standing strong. Every scar I wear reminds me that I still belong. Through the fire, through the pain, through the storms I've known, I've learned to fight and find my way when I felt all alone. With every tear I've grown stronger, with every loss I've won. Through the fire I rise again, and I'll keep moving on. And when the world feels heavy, like a weight upon my chest, I'll remember I can carry it. I've never been less. Through the fire, through the pain, through the storms I've known, I've learned to fight and find my way when I felt all alone. With every tear I've grown stronger, with every loss I've won. Through the fire I rise again, and I'll keep moving on. Yeah, through the fire I rise again, and I'll keep moving on. Guitar comes together. Electric guitar, Christmas awareness. Electric guitar, drum kit, snare, open hi-hat, crash. String pad, optional, certain bad it feel. The world's story cast from concrete, story tell and wrestle and wrestle and wrestle, and that's about bleed. High full emotion, the release, Valpus main hook and emotional peak and matrix emotion, peak ups main hook and emotional peak. and they so endless. The stage lights bleed into a restless night. Strings pulled tight like the grip of a fight. Every chord's a lifeline thrown, telling tales of hearts once known. Feel the weight in the beat, slow and sure. Beneath the roar there's a silence pure, a tale of scars and dreams that climb, a soulful journey out through the grind. When the fire calls, we rise, we fall. Songs of hope carved into every wall. Break the silence, shatter the night with every note. We find the light. Painted faces in rain so crowd, voices reach like a thunder loud. Stories of love that slipped away and strength found at the break of day. Hear the heartbeat beneath the sound, a battered soul that's unbound. In every word, resilience shown, powerful truths in every tone. When the fire calls, we rise, we fall. Songs of hope carved into every wall. Break the silence, shatter the night with every note. We find the light. No need for fairy tales or perfect ends, just the honest fight and the will to mend. Each line a torch blazing bright, guiding lost souls through the night. When the fire calls, we rise, we fall. Songs of hope carved into every wall. Break the silence, shatter the night with every note. We find, so here we stand with hearts alive. In the noise we survive. When the fire calls, we answer strong together in this timeless song. Electric guitar quenches the struggles of life, the beauty of love and the power of resilience. blending rock energy with emotional depth that touches every heart. But keep it realistic and grounded. Emotional release, problems, an emotional peak. Electric guitar, lonely emotional peak. Echoes, whisper, dusk, shadow, I was 17 on a torn-up couch. Radio cracked, but it still played loud. Bills on the table, rain on the glass. Mom said, breathe, kid, the storm will pass. Street light flickered on a tired road. Every song felt like a story I knew. I learned real fast what a chorus can do when the world feels heavy and the night comes through. We all break down, we all bend, but a melody can help you stand again. Turn the volume up on live, let the guitar cry what we can't say right. Every scar, every hard goodbye gets a little lighter when the band kicks in. These songs don't lie, they testify to the love we lose and the will to survive. From broken hearts to the finish line, we're still here, yeah, we're still alive. Saw you dancing in the kitchen light, barefoot laughs on a Friday night. Hands still shaking from the week we ran, but you pulled me close and said we can. Time moves fast, then it moves too slow, like a needle stuck on a worn-out groove. But love shows up when you least expecting, a beat dropping a song you never forget. We fall apart, we heal again with a backbeat and a few good friends. Turn the volume up on live, let the guitar cry what we can't say right. Every scar, every hard goodbye gets a little lighter when the band kicks in. These songs don't lie, they testify to the love we lose and the will to survive. From broken hearts to the finish line, we're still here, yeah, we're still alive. The piano fall and the crash cymbals rise. Every tear, every sleepless night finds a reason in the rhythm again. These songs hold on when we're barely fine. They carry us over the fault lines, from the first wrong step to the last long mile. We're still here, yeah, we're still alive. We're still here, yeah, we're still alive. When the lights go low and the crowd goes quiet, I'll hum that tune just to remind us life is hard, but we hit back with 6 strings, a heart and a beat like that. We were kids in the back of a borrowed car, cracked leather seats and a half-tuned radio, night air coming through the window wide, hands on the dash, letting the chords decide. Every mile marker felt like a promise made. We didn't have much, but we had something brave. A melody loud enough to cut the fear, like it knew our names, like it pulled us near. The world was heavy, but the beat stood tall. When everything shook, that sound didn't fall. Turn the radio up and drive, let the guitars carry the weight tonight. If your heart's been bent but it's still alive, sing it out, don't let it slide. These songs were built to survive. They teach us how to stay and fight. Turn the radio up and drive. This is how we learn to stay alive. I seen grown men cry in a crowd of lights, fists in the air when the chorus hits right. Strangers singing like old friends do, every word landing honest and true. There's a scar on my knuckle from years ago, from knocking on doors that wouldn't open slow. But that riff came in like a second chance, said get back up kid, take your stance. When hope ran thin and the road felt long, that sound kept saying carry on. Turn the radio up and drive, let the drums hit hard, let the piano rise. If your dream got hurt but it still survives, hold it high, don't compromise. These songs were built to survive. They teach us how to stay and fight. Turn the radio up and drive. This is how we learn to stay alive. The years roll by but the feeling stays. Same 4 chords, different days. From bedroom floors to stadium floors, it's the same truth knocking at the door. You're not done, you're not done. The best parts still haven't come. Turn the radio up and drive, let the vocals break, let the moment rise. If you're barely standing, still arrive, sing it loud, don't apologize. These songs were built to survive. They teach us how to stay and fight. Turn the radio up and drive. This is how we learn to stay alive.
bar was closing, chairs on tables, neon buzzing like a tired heart. Your jacket smelled like rain and cable from loading vans and missing starts. We laughed about the posters peeling, about the night the power died. I learned that love can crack the ceiling when the band still plays inside. We tune our lives between the static, handshaking strings too tight. Every scar felt cinematic when the house lights cut to white. Turn the AM back on, let it ring in our chest. Let the kick drum tell the truth we confess. From the breakups and the hope we kept, we fall apart, then rise again. Turn the amp back on, feel the floorboards bend. Sing it loud for the hurt we spent. These songs were built from where we've been. Unforgettable, we rise again. I drove all night on half a promise. Coffee cold, radio low. Billboards flashed our former faces. Years ago we didn't know. You said love's a loaded question. I said hope is gasoline. Heartbreak taught us hard lessons. Still we chase the in-between. Piano hits like open windows. Strings lift what we can't say. Every chorus makes us braver, gives the fear a place to stay. Turn the air back on, let it ring in our chest. Let the kick drum tell the truth we confess. From the breakups and the hope we kept, we fall apart, then rise again. Turn the air back on, feel the floorboards bend. Sing it loud for the hurt we spent. These songs were built from where we've been. Unforgettable, we rise again. There were nights of silence one, when the crowd was just a wall. But resilience learned to run at the sound of a crash cymbal call. Backing voices stitch the air, bass like a pulse that won't give in. If love's a fight, we show up there with open hands and callous skin. Turn the air back on, let it ring in our chest. Let the kick drum tell the truth we confess. From the breakups and the hope we kept, we fall apart, then rise again. Turn the air back on, feel the floorboards bend. Sing it loud for the hurt we spent. These songs were built from where we've been. Unforgettable, we rise again. When the lights go down, we're still breathing fire. Old wounds turn to a new desire. From love to loss to believing again. We turn it up, and the story begins. I was 16 and the nosebleeds, lights buzzing overhead. A busted speaker rattled, but we sang it anyway. Hands up, hearts loud, every word felt true. That night taught me what a song could do. Years roll by like vinyl grooves, different rooms, same point of view. From a garage to a crowded street, every beat keeps pulling me. From stadiums, shaking anthems to a piano at 2 a.m. From first love on the radio to a letter we never sent teach us how to begin. They heal the cracks, they lift us up, they keep the dream within. Turn it up, hold on, let the feeling win. I've seen a tired friend find courage in a simple line. A dad in the backseat tapping time, trying not to cry. A city after rain, windows down, headlights glow. Every mile got lighter with the sound we know. Crowded bars and empty rooms, same old chords, brand new truth. When the world feels hard to beat, this melody still believes. From stadiums, shaking anthems to a piano at 2 a.m. From first love on the radio to a letter we never sent. These songs carry love and hope, teach us how to begin. They heal the cracks, they lift us up, they keep the dream within. Turn it up, hold on, let the feeling win. Strings come in like a steady hand, drums slow down, then rise again. Guitars lean into overdrive, we remember why we try, no matter how far the road has been. Ambition learns to breathe again. From stadiums, shaking anthems to a piano at 2 a.m. From first love on the radio to a letter we never sent. These songs carry love and hope, teach us how to begin. They heal the cracks, they lift us up, they keep the dream within. Turn it up, hold on, let the feeling win. When the night feels heavy, we press play and stay. Strong voices, open chords, lead the way. If you're lost or broken, let the music in. Turn it up, hold on, this is how we win.
I was 15 in the back of the cheap seat, and so from clapping over my head, speakers rattled the ribs in my chest. That night I learned how loud hope can get. The singer talked about falling and standing back up, said dreams don't quit just because we're scared. I went home with my ears still ringing, and I promise I didn't know I'd sworn. From stadium lights to a quiet piano, from fists in the air to tears on the floor. These songs carry love, they carry the broken, they teach us what we're fighting for. Yeah, the chords keep pulling us forward when life tries to say we're done. Music keeps dreams breathing long after the show is gone. Years later I'm driving with nowhere to be. Radio low, rain on the glass. A ballad comes on about missing someone. It's harder than the past ever has. It's not just a tune, it's a hand on your back saying, keep going, you're not alone. Every note feels honest and human, like it knows every road
keeps dreams breathing long after the show is gone. I've seen a crowd heal in 3 minutes flat, singing the same old lines. Strangers believing in something together for the first time in a long time. If ambition's a fire, these songs are the spark. If hope's a road, they're the signs. From stadium lights to a quiet piano, from fists in the air to tears on the floor, these songs carry love, they carry the broken, they teach us what we're fighting for. Yeah, the chords keep pulling us forward when life tries to say we're done. Music keeps dreams breathing long after the show is gone. So turn it